Good morning, my friends. Welcome back to my channel. It's Belinda here, and it's time for another Deal It Up challenge. Let's get into it, shall we? I have my base prepared as normal. It's cat food box, and I've cut it to my size. You can do whatever size you like, and I've pre-inked around the edges just to make it a little bit quicker on camera. So let's pull the prompts and see what we are doing this week. So the card we are doing is the 8 of Diamonds. Okay, if you don't want to make a faux playing card, we could make, or you could make, this next item. Just giving a quick reshuffle here. Just going to take the bottom one off the stack, a tag. So you can choose to make a journal card as an 8 of Diamonds faux playing card, or you can make a tag. Okay, so next prompt. Now we're into the creative prompts. So while I'm doing this, I hope you've all had a fantastic weekend and are ready and looking forward to the new week. I hope it's got good things in store for you. Okay, I'm going to just take the top one this time. Boho. It's not that long since we had that one, I feel. Don't know. Doesn't seem like that long ago anyway. Okay, another wee shuffle here. I think this week should be a little bit quieter, maybe. Mother-in-law goes back in for a next round of chemo tomorrow, so the day this is, the Monday, because I'm recording this on Sunday, so there'll be a pickup to do during the week to bring her home again. Hubby's currently got a bit of a head cold, so he might not be going to work tomorrow, so that's going to make it a bit interesting for me getting work done. So our next prompt is brown paper, and our last prompt. And the exciting part this week is I'm in the Hearty Creations collaboration with Rachel Bella Crafts, scrapbooking with me and Melina Pylant. So that video will air on Tuesday, so tomorrow as you're watching this. So there won't be a normal Trashcraft Tuesday video because I'll be doing the collab video. So I've yet to record that. I need to get it done. This weekend has just been a total blob weekend because, well, hubby hasn't been, 100%. And I've just been so tired. I could not face doing anything yesterday. I did literally as little as possible. Right. Let's go there. Right. So our final prompt is fruit. Okay. It's fruity boho with brown paper. And a 8 of Diamonds faux playing card or a tag. Or you could do both. Okay, stenciling first. I like to stencil the writing side of my card. So I've chosen out this botanical stencil, really. It's all swirly, leafy kind of pattern. Now, boho does include naturals. A lot of people think it's just about glitter and shine and feathers and all that stuff, but true boho actually does celebrate natural materials and neutrals as well. So when you start researching it, well, when I started researching it, boho was completely not what I thought it was, but you interpret it however you like. I thought it was all the glitter and the sequins and all that sort of stuff. But it actually is about natural materials and neutral fibres and things as well, which I found very, very interesting. But I tend to go the bright colours because I do neutrals quite a lot. So, it's good to go the opposite of what I normally would. But since it does incorporate neutrals, I am just using my vintage photo to stencil the background. Because it was just, lives on my desk it's handy. I didn't have to ferret around in my drawer making all sorts of rustling sounds, looking for the right sponge and the right ink pad, and 10 minutes to make a decision on what I was going to do. Yeah, because that would be so what I would do. Okay, so grab out my little 8 here for the 8 of diamonds. Now I've got to be careful that I don't confuse it this time, because I've got the 8 of diamonds, which is the faux card, and right next to it I've got the 7 of diamonds, which is the tag prompt. So I need to make sure I do the 8. We've been there, done that before, haven't we? Haven't I? Where I've mucked up and had to rectify it. Not that long ago. Right, so there's our wee 8, and red ink for the red suit. Don't know why, but when I stamp, I like the stamp to be in the upper left corner. Just seems, I guess because I'm holding it on the right, so I feel like I can see it better and control it better if it's in the top left hand corner. Okay, there's the 8. Oops. Get that kind of back in its sleeve. And diamonds. Maybe I'll go diagonal this time. There, that looks nice. I like that. Right, put that back in its sleeve so I don't lose it. And that's those out of the way. Right, that side's done. Writing side, decorated, fun, lovely. Okay, brown paper. Let's grab out some things. So I've got some scrap of brown paper. Now boho, what would, oh, complete with here it seems. Boho, what would I like to do towards that? I actually got this bit of paper out of a Flow magazine for paper lovers, a Flow book for paper lovers. I'm thinking this side. Though, do I want to pair it with something nice and vibrant and bright like this? Yep, okay, let's do something along those lines. I think I'll just whip off this at that little leggy bit there. And I'm going to start with that, and I'm just going to start building my collage. Oh, hard to get the lid off the glue stick. Yeah, so I've been incredibly tired. The other night when I was telling you about all the hijinks, you know, the fire engine and the ambulances and everything. Well, I still don't know what went on. I don't think I ever will. And I honestly don't know who I would ask. Maybe the house in the front, but I don't know them, and I think it's, you know, it feels a bit rude to rock on up there and say, oh, what happened the other night? You know, because it's really none of our business. And then since then I've just had a series of really poor sleeps, and hubby being a bit stuffed up with a bit of a cold hasn't helped matters. You know what happens when someone has a cold and can't breathe properly? Yeah, that happens. That rather like chainsaw in the bed next to you kind of effect. So I've had just horrendous sleeps, and that's okay. You know, it is what it is. I will keep on keeping on, and I'll either catch up or I won't, or I just, you know, you kind of get used to working in a suboptimal state, and I think that's what I've been like for years, really. It's been a long time since I've had any sort of decent run of good sleep. Although I guess after surgery I wasn't too bad after I had my ankle surgery. that wasn't too bad, but then I was on drugs and I think that helped me sleep, you know, on painkillers. But I still didn't make it through the night without having to get up or toss and turn. Well, not that I could toss and turn because I was stuck on my back. It didn't stop me, you know, being uncomfortable at times when I was recovering from surgery. It's very hard when you're stuck in one position with your foot up on a pillow under the covers. It makes moving very, very difficult. But anyway, that's like over a year ago now. It's incredible. Right, so maybe, do I want to put a little bit more of this down somewhere? I'm thinking yes. And maybe just like give it a more interesting edge. Whoops, doesn't tear very well this way. But yeah, other than that, it's all good. I would have liked to have got ahead on my videos over the weekend, but it just wasn't going to happen. And even today I'm like, oh, it'd be really nice if I didn't have to do a video this afternoon, but I have to. I literally have to. So here I am, and I'm happy to do it. I am, you know, it feels like ages. I haven't recorded a video since last Wednesday, since I was out Thursday and Friday. So yeah, I'm actually quite happy to be back videoing, even though my energy was a bit flagging. I think sometimes getting on screen and talking to you guys actually helps energize me a bit, because, you know, you kind of get into what you're doing and takes your mind off. Otherwise I'd probably just be blobbing and feeling tired, tireder by the second, you know what I mean? When you're not doing anything, sometimes the tiredness just becomes worse because you're not doing anything except playing a game. That's what I've basically done all weekend, is played games on my tablet. Like, and you know, meals, we've had to do meals, but pretty low key, I do have to say. And hubby's been doing the same. He's been playing on his tablet as well. We're playing the same game at the moment, but different versions of it. So the one he's playing is by a different maker. He thought he was downloading the one that I play, but it wasn't. So anyway, it's essentially the same game, just different graphics and stuff. So that's kind of fun, comparing notes as far as you can, because there's slightly different obstacles and things. It's Parking Jam, if you know the game. I play the one by Tap Nation, which I'm really enjoying. It's fun and it's challenging, and part of the challenge is that it keeps crashing because my tablet's so full of stuff that it hasn't got enough room to run properly, so it's forever crashing. So it's taking me 10 times longer to do anything, but I've pretty much got rid of anything that I could get rid of and didn't want anymore. And it's still crashing, but however, I'm persevering because, you know, that's what one does. Because I'm really, really enjoying it. It's just fun. It's a game I've thought about playing for a long time because it comes up in ads and things, but finally I'm playing it. Right, so we have our brown paper, just a little corner there. I might make the tag today. We'll see how we get on. Fruit. What am I going to do for fruit? I think my children's book here might provide me. Like, there's fruit here, there's lemons, pears, strawberries, oranges, but I want a bigger image of fruit. That's a bit too small for for the size of my card. So let's have a quick wee flip and see what else we can find. I absolutely adore this book for finding images of bits and pieces. Some white watermelon to colour in, but still not big enough. Is there something bigger? Vegetables, more veggies. Come on, there must be a nice decent sized bit of fruit somewhere, surely. Ice creams. Not what we're after, is it? Here's a little apple. Another little apple. Oops. The pages are becoming so holy, it's a little bit hard to control the flipping of them. You can see they're well and truly eaten into. Bananas, again, a little bit too small. Maybe it's not going to provide the image I need. That would be annoying or frustrating. One or t'other. So I had dreams the other night, one morning, and it was a series of 3 dreams. I don't remember what the first one was, and actually now as I begin to tell you about them, I'm thinking, can I actually remember what the other 2 were? One of them was we were driving somewhere, hubby and I, in a car, and we're up some sort of really remote place, and we drove around a corner, and there was the road had gone from below us, and we're right at the edge of where the road like cut off, and it's a place we'd been before. There's a big orange, but not big enough, I think. Well, that was a bit of a time waster. Where else can I look? And to the left of us was a big drop off down into crashing waves and stuff, and on the right was the bank, and we had nowhere to go except back up, but we were like steep. I'm just looking for something I might find fruit in. No, that's a bridal magazine. It won't be in there. Sorry guys, I'll get back to the story in a moment. Let's try this one. It's Life and Leisure. And so I was like, what are we going to do? And hubby was like, well, we'll just go back up. And that's as much as I can remember of that dream. But, you know, there was all that fear and anxiety. It's like, oh, we could end up like just plunging down into the ocean and, you know, all that sort of jittery, and like, how are we going to actually reverse our way around a corner on such a steep hill with a huge drop off? And it was just like, ugh. So that was one dream. And then the other dream, what was the other dream? There's grapes. Kind of a bit indistinct though as to what it looks, you know, taken out of context. These weird things, a medlar, not so attractive. So there is fruit, but I want, you know, something pretty really. And then we still have to work on the boho aspect. What was the other dream? The other dream also involved difficulty getting down from a height. Oh, that's right. We were on a cruise ship. That's right. We were on a cruise, and the band, you know, and we'd been on the cruise for a while in the dream, and then we got to this point and the band arrived, and the band were familiar to us. Well, like we knew them from somewhere. I have no idea. It wasn't really important to the dream. Berries. They're actually really pretty, but they're a bit small. And the leader of the band took exception to us. In the dream, there was no reason. I don't know what was going on, but she got in a snit. It was a woman. She got in a snit. And so hubby decided, right, that's it, we're going to leave. Now, we'd only been on the cruise we'd only hopped on that day, so we're out at sea by now. And so how we were actually going to get off, I don't know. That's a bigger version of it. Shall we grab that? Anyway, that's really not important either, is how we were going to get off. And so we were packing up, and we had our bags, and we were up on whatever deck we were on. We had to go down a few levels to get off. And the only way to get down to the next level was a stack of chairs that were stacked up from the level below up to our level. And it was all broken and teetering and, you know, Leaning Tower of Pizza. And I did not want to climb onto this really dodgy looking stack of chairs to get down. It was like, I can't do that. It's not stable. I'm going to fall, you know, I'm going to get hurt. We can't get down this way. And that's kind of where that dream ended as well. So the third dream, the first of the three dreams, I don't remember, but I'm kind of wondering, was it also about getting down from somewhere high? And if it was, does it mean anything? So I looked up the meaning of dreams when you're having trouble getting down from somewhere high, and a lot of the results were like, you know, you can't get down on the elevator, or you're up a mountain or something. And I guess one of those is like a mountain, the one with the car. But I was like, my dreams weren't exactly those scenarios, but basically some of the things it said it could mean is, now I've got to try and remember my search results, that you feel out of control, or that you're fearful or anxious about going out of your comfort zone. And there were a few other things that said it, you know, could mean. And I was like, well, being out of my comfort zone, I can't think of anything coming up that would relate to, that I would be going through my mind in the night. That's actually quite pretty. Right, I need to boho this up. So interesting. I mean, I don't necessarily put any stock in meaning of dreams or anything, but I just thought it was interesting. Ooh, what about this pretty bit of sparkly ribbon? That's a bit of boho, really, isn't it? How do I want to include it? I want to fray that end out. This ribbon does fray quite a bit. That's actually kind of fun. Okay. Let's put a strip across there. I don't really want that end to fray, but put the lace underneath it. Yeah, so anyway, that was my dreams, and certainly meant I wasn't getting a great sleep, that at least that morning when I was dreaming, having a series of dreams. But yeah, let's just do that. I'm not going to overthink it too much, because I am going into overthink mode. So I'm just going to go roughly about here. Don't know what's the right side, so we're just going to plop it down because it doesn't really matter. It's going to be pretty whichever way we put it down. Okay, and then this, it's very loosely woven ribbon, but I'm still going to put the glue on it because I think it will be the easiest. Yeah, so that's my dreams. No idea really what it all means, or it might mean nothing at all. Just quite interesting that I had at least 2 dreams that were a similar kind of anxiety inducing scenarios. Now, if it meant that I was actually going on a cruise, yeah baby, I'm all about the dream meaning. Bring it on. I love cruises. Right, that little bit there. I like how I've got this little gold threads all pulled out from the ribbon hanging down there. I think that's fun. So I think I want some more. So I'm going to do the same. Oops. Pull out some of the ribbon, some of the gold. Maybe put a little short bit there. Now I'm hoping this sticks down because it's over top of the lace. It's not directly on the paper in that spot, but we'll see. If it doesn't stay down, I'll go in with my alcohol glue, which will make it stay. Oops. Yeah. Come on. You can stay there for me. You can, if you really wanted to. Oops, I'm not very good about getting it right to the edge, but that's all right. Doesn't matter. Right. Do I just want the two? I'm going to glue that there, and it's going to hold the corner of that lace down because there's no glue under that corner. Sometimes the answer is not to put anything under it, but put something over top of it to hold it down. Sort of thinking back to front, if you like. So yeah, that's my dreams. And I have had dreams at times that have definitely meant something, or that have come true, if you like. Which is interesting. Right. Okay, what else am I going to do to kind of boho it up, or is that enough? Let's ink around it while I have a little consideration. Grab out my vintage photo. I'm thinking maybe like a word or something might be quite nice. I don't know what sort of word, what I might put there. Something that's kind of boho-ish. What's a boho word apart from boho? What might work with boho? I guess any of the usual suspects, wouldn't they? Alright, just not a super dark edge, just a bit of an edging. So we've got the brown paper, we've got the fruit, we have got some boho. So I could just stop there. I just feel like I need something. I've got these, which I don't think I'm looking for, but let's go dreams. You're one of a kind when there's a whole bunch of them, so maybe not that. Just something simple like inspiration. Happiness too big. Peace, no, that won't fit. Fly, no. I used that one recently. Make a wish, nope. Just a little bit too small, I think. About love. Just something generic. Yeah, let's just go with that. Something simple is often the answer. Right, just putting this all back together so I don't have to play pick up 5,000 when I knock it all on the floor. Okay, I think I'm finished with the lace for now. This is my little scrap container. Glass dish, which I'm very careful with since I've got a glass top desk. It's like just one day I think I'm going to end up dropping it on the desk and breaking things. That wouldn't be great. Now where do I want this? I think over here. Let's give it it's coffee dyed paper, but I'm going to give it a little inky border with the vintage photo. And glue stick I think should be fine for this. So we're basically at half an hour. Gosh, it takes me a long time to do things. I'm going to call that done. Cool. Okay, tag. Let's do a tag. I was like, no, I'm not going to tag. Come on, let's do a tag. We've got time. Base. I think I'll grab a bit of book page. Use my gardening book here. We'll just grab kind of a plainish first aid for garden injuries. Oh yes, and it's got critters on it that I don't want, so you know, don't even want to look at them, so I'm avoiding looking at them. Now flip it over, chop it off. I'm going to guess about there's enough, hopefully. I have a huge thing about 8-legged freaks that I don't even like looking at them, so that's in the rubbish now. And yes, I'm well and truly clear. And let's trim off that edge. Didn't tear out very well out of the book, but that's okay. I just wanted to get rid of that. Looks more like a vampire to me. I'm going to fold this in half and glue it together to make our tag base, just to make it a bit thicker. Normally I'd use just one layer, but I just feel like doing this today, so that's what we're doing. So I'm kind of putting extra glue in the corners there, because when I cut the triangles off for the tag shape, I still want it to be glued together. So I'm kind of hitting those areas and hoping that when I trim it, I've got glue still sealing it shut. Right, so let's go like that. Actually, I probably should wait and do this until I've covered it, but never mind, we're doing it now, apparently. Here we go, tag base done. Do we want to use the same paper? Do we? Why not? We have it out, let's use it. Or do we want to use the other side for a change? Yeah, okay, let's do it. You convinced me, guys. You convinced me to use the other side. Yep, so I'm just going to glue on my tag base. Shuffling things around here. I'll save those for my collage phone book. Okay, and brown paper. Something like that. It's going to be my brown paper addition, using it as a decorative element. And that one needs to go about there. Sorry about the noise of the scissors landing on my desk. Bit of a clang. Just think of it as a bell ringing. Okay, that one there, and then this one a bit shorter again. So we'll go about there. I'm just trying to space them out semi-evenly, just eyeballing it. Okay, there's the brown paper. Right, I need to back it. It's not big enough, sadly. Okay. About this bit. Can I get... Oh, I think we can just about squeeze it on there. There's a bit of a rip there, but if we get glue in the right place, I think we can swing it, guys. Get a new glue page so I don't get the front all mucky. So it's going to be a very sturdy tag, this one, as it's got 4 layers plus all the decorative bits. So nice and sturdy. Good way to use up those book pages. Oops, you know, the not so pretty ones. And just going to be very careful that I kind of get it all contained. Just fits in this narrow bit. Just getting it to fit, which is awesome. Just fitting is perfect. Give it a good smush down there. So yes, my week is going to be, I think, quieter than it's been for a while, but still enough going on, that's for sure. I hope your week is shaping up to be a good one, whatever the good one looks like for you. I'm guessing I will be out again this Friday. Nothing in particular on, except probably going to see my mum again. I saw her briefly on the Friday just gone, because hubby and I were out in the city, and we almost didn't go, but I was a bit grumpy. I was frustrated because I wasn't finding what I needed, which was the purpose of our trip into the city, hunting for an outfit for an event, and I wasn't finding it, and I was grumpy. And then I was trying to look up on my phone, and my phone wouldn't load anything, and I was just getting grumpier. So he suggested, "Do you want to go see your mum?" And I was like, "Yeah." And then just what I needed, you know, just sit down in comfort, have a cuppa, catch up with my mum, and sort of have a few thinks about options and a bit of online searching, thanks to my mum's Wi-Fi, because my phone just would not comply. It was just being really, really dumb. It came right by the time we left, but I don't know what was up with it. Ended up using hubby's phone for a bit while we were there. Okay, so we've got brown paper, we've got the background, which is kind of heading towards boho, not really, you know, just loosely. Grabbing out my bigger bin of lace bits here. Look, isn't this so pretty? Isn't that so pretty? I don't think I want to use it on this. No, I don't. What else have we got? There's some sparkly gold here. Whoops, and you keep pulling and you keep pulling. It's quite hard to glue down as well, that one. A little, definite little boho bit of trim there, but it's just a tiny wee bit. It's kind of a bit lost there. Ooh, what about this sparkly bit of beautiful? That's got me thinking now of almost like doing just a belly band down it. But would it actually hold something in it? I guess it would. But do I want a belly band on my tag? I certainly hadn't planned on that. I think it's raining. Yeah, it is. It's raining. It's just started raining. Sorry, I was distracted by the sound of it. I'm going, is it raining? It sure is. No, I thought it might make a nice topper, but it's actually quite thick. Okay, let's keep going. I thought this would be a quick project to do. Ooh, there's some green satin. It's quite nice, but it's kind of, is it boho enough is my problem. Is it boho enough? Here's another little snippet of trim. Oh, I quite like that down there. Let's put that down there. I am going to use my alcohol glue for this because it's like, looks metal, but it's actually plastic, little plastic bits. But I think this will, just give me more assurance that it's going to stay in place over the tacky glue. It's not quite wide enough for the tag, but I'm just going to go with it. Come on. Yeah, I didn't know whether it was supposed to rain today or not. We haven't even bothered looking at weather forecasts since we're not doing anything, not going anywhere. So it's just like the weather can do whatever it likes, really. I did think it was warmer today though, warmer than it was yesterday, and maybe that's because of the rain. Right, I think that's okay. Oops. Wrestling with my glue there. Pull it out flat. I didn't want it dangling down past the bottom of the tag. And there's a little bit of the gold sticking up there, so I just want to glue that down. There, and maybe trim off that little bit of fluff. Here we go. Okay, so I'm happy that if that's all the boho we do, that's fine. No, don't want to add that. No. Not using that. Not using that. Sorry, that's probably quite in your view right there. Let's move it. I've got this precarious stack happening at the top of my desk there. I really like this, but I'm now thinking that the colour's not quite right. because we've got blue, we've got this green, and if we put that on top, it's just, to me, it's starting to get into clashy territory. Even though they're all sort of nature colours, it's just not working for me. But I would like a topper on this one. Also some sort of focal point. Oh, we need fruit. Duh. Back to the drawing board on the fruit. I didn't think about that when I thought I would do another one. This is the same magazine as the other one. It's just a different edition. Ooh, I've obviously already cut some things out of here. Again, looking for fruit. Potatoes, no, they're definitely not fruit. Hazelnuts, not fruit. Oh, well, I guess kind of fruit. What's that? Apple and blackberry coconut crisp. Oh, that sounds yummy. I mean, we could use something like that. It doesn't have to be the actual fruit. It could be something made with fruit. And cute little donkeys. Definitely not fruit. This is a summer and spring issue, so I think. So there should be some more fruit in here. Here's a chook. Bunnies. Honey. Come on, where's the fruit hanging out? And don't answer on the trees. Oh, figs. I actually don't like figs. We have 2 fig trees. My hubby loves them. I do not like them, and every year I have a little nibble to see whether my mind has changed, and it continues to not be changed. So he has fun eating them and sharing them around other people who do like them. And you know what? That's fine by me. I just can't get past the texture. Memories of dried figs in the cupboard when I was growing up that had weevils all in them. And yeah, it's a mental thing. You know, I bite into a fig and I just can't help but think all those little seeds, little bugs running around, and yeah, just don't like the texture. I don't mind the flavour. Flavour's okay, but I just can't get past the texture. So I'd rather just not go there. I thought it's got the blue and then it's got the green. So maybe this one will work, even though it's something I don't actually like. That's okay. Anyone else not like figs or like figs? Yeah, not for me, thank you. It's funny how we can get things in our heads and can't get past it. I don't want to cover up my 3 brown paper strips. I think I'm going to do a bit of fussy cutting. I'm just going to lose the blue and just go with the hands with the figs. So bear with me while I just cut around the hands. Shouldn't take too long. It's not too complicated cutting around the hands. Not like leaves and branches and things on a floral piece. I might have to do a little bit more cutting just to get the shape I want, instead of like this point here. We'll cut it out and then we'll see what we might need to adjust. It might be fine. Or I might go, oh, now I've ruined it, let's go find something else. Always that potential. Okay. Come on, little scrap of paper. Don't be annoying. Okay, I think I just want to she's got a watch or a piece of jewellery or something on the wrist, so I just cut it at that point on this side. Maybe I want to cut that even down a bit further. Yeah, that's better. Okay, I'm going to put that there now. We're getting there, people. Thanks for hanging in with me over hunting for images. Oops, I just took a big gouge out of my glue there. Not ideal. Getting a bit carried away there with my gluing. Yep, it's most definitely raining out there, which is good. We really, really need the rain. So it's actually really good to hear the rain. Couldn't actually tell you the last time we had proper rain. It's a long time ago. Okay, a word here. I think I want a vertical one. So going to my vertical words from my Vertical Words Plus digital on Etsy. Creative. I think that does, doesn't it? Or do we want adaptable? No, I like creative. Let's go creative. Bit of an ink around. So I'll try and remember to link this digital kit, because I don't know about you, but quite often a vertical word is the element you need in a composition, if you need something vertical rather than horizontal. And it's very handy to have things to go to fit that gap. I can put it about there, I think. Okay, I'm just going to tacky glue it because it'll be easier. So the kit contains the words in different fonts and different backgrounds. And then there's a few word differences between the pages as well, just to keep things fresh and interesting. And it's also got a few horizontal words and phrases, just again to keep it fresh and interesting and give you options. Okay, right, I want to topper on this, and then yep, we did back it, didn't we? I do need to ink around it though. Put a hole in it, but before I do a topper, let's put some ink on. I'll ink the back off camera because you won't need to see me do that, although I will ink the top just where I'm going to put the topper in, so that I don't have to try and work around the topper. Now what am I going to use in it, because that green satin selvage I think is just not the right colour. Pretty, I just don't think it's, yeah. But let's check it now that we've got this kind of lighter green there. Let's see. Oops, it's got some red something stuck to it. Get rid of that. Actually, I don't mind it now, and I think it's because of those figs. So let's cut it there, and I think I'm just going to staple it. Yep, cool. So we've just got a little topper there, which I think lends itself to the boho because it's, you know, shiny and all that sort of stuff. So there we go, guys. We have made a faux playing card, 8 of diamonds, and a tag using boho, brown paper, and fruit. Phew, we made it. Thanks so much for joining me, everybody. I hope you'll join me tomorrow for my collab video for Hearty Creations as the collaboration. Yeah, super exciting. I can't wait to do that project for you guys. I will see you hopefully tomorrow. Take care, my friends. Bye for now.